How's it going? It's Drifty. In this episode, we've added 9 new plugins on top of the other ones. I'll update the Steam collection soon. Yayo's animation, Fahrenheit and Celsius, Show Drafty's weapons, Trader ships, Moody, Need Bar, Overflow, Aaron's Chocobos, Faster Biosculptor Pod, Radioisotope Thermoelectric Generators. Looks like we have a combat supplier. This is the Moody thing I was telling you about. This is a new mod that we put on. Helps us keep track of everything. Juicy walked over a trap. Oh no. Juicy, come on. Come on now. That's just what we needed too as a combat supplier. We have tons of stuff they might want. Not a bad trade. We're going to get 5 components, 47 medicine, and trade away a bunch of useless weapons and armors. We're spending about half of our components on sleep accelerators. We're having our colony members charge up the granite arcane capacitor that we built. Hopefully by the time we get the next raid, we'll have backup mana for our healers. We have finished researching Magic Circle. We're going to research biofuel refining so that we can research transport pods so we can start our short-range transport shuttles. We finished building the altar, lectern, and 2 kneel sheets, so now we're going to host a party, the Advent of Earth party. Could really use a mood buff. During our party, we've been raided by the Alliance of Kanto. That's okay. That's a pretty light raid. There's only 26 and they are tribals, so that's not going to be too bad actually. Most of the traps have been rebuilt. It was kind of done very hastily. We have some empty spaces in here, so like they might dig through it again, but they should hit some traps, and hopefully our party finishes before they reach us. It looks like they're going to hang out a little bit, which is good. Oh, great. We had a boring party. Randy Random is very mean sometimes, so that actually just hurt us. I wonder if we have time for a leader speech. Let's try the leader speech. I can see here that their moods are sort of down the middle, kind of on the lower side, so we could really use a positive buff. Oh, there's 2 raids. Okay. So, are you freaking kidding me? Double negatives. Double negatives. A bad leader speech and a boring festival. It's just, we can't get a break. Randy will not give us a break. So we have a raid of 26 from the top, and then we actually also have a raid of 19. And here they are. They're, whoa, bro. You see how the AI does this? Like, they'll send them out. They should be going to bed right now, but the AI is like, no, let's send them out to go gather wood. As soon as the raid starts, like it keeps you on your toes. Dirty. It fights dirty. Randy is a dirty player. He's a dirty birdie. I have a feeling that the beauty of the room we were in is playing a huge role. And if I look at it, you can see that it's an awful room. It's considered a temple and it's awful. The fact that it's an awful room is definitely going to play some role in all of the events that happen in there. Okay, good. They're not going to try to dig immediately. Do they have any casters? They certainly do. This guy's hauling butt. He's a bladesman. They have a chronomancer, magically gifted, an arcane conduit, a shadow, a psionic, a shaman. Like, there's a ton of casters this time. Hopefully they just hit the traps. Come on, hit some traps. Hit those traps. I like this up because I can see when they're just watching for targets or standing around. Okay, now I'm going to have a snowball get launched. Very nice, very nice. This is something that I keep forgetting to use. It's combat command, and it's going to increase the damage of all of the units. It increases the combat skills, which does separate. Oh, they hit us with some kind of spell. That looked pretty awesome. They use psionic blast and rage. We're going to use hold the line. That'll reduce the damage we take. We use blood sacrifice real quick. Ah, okay. We're gonna throw another snowball. Yes. So, like, they can't quite get ahead. I'm gonna use pop smoke, reduce some of the ranged attack. If anybody gets close, I'm gonna burden them. It slows them down. They're fleeing. Get out of here. Nice. Okay, we got... What is this person? A body modder shaman is escaping. I wonder if I could chase them and maybe catch one of them. We got quite a lead. I don't think so. You can always check their speed. I can see that they're moving at 3.68. And then check our own speed. Right now, it'd be really slow to get across all of this ice. I don't think we're going to catch up with them. We'll just let them go. We didn't take very much damage. Any damage we took was just healed. It looked like we did end up using some of the fuel. I had it up to like 60 or 70. So apparently it was granting MP to the units nearby. That's good to know. We have another person here. Biaka. Magically gifted. Okay. Let's capture Biaka. Oh, he's gonna die so quick. 0.7. Juicy, can you cast it quick enough? 0.6, 0.5. Okay, 3 hours. I need you to come over here and rescue him. Just tend to him. Stop his bleeding. One of his legs was frozen off by a snowball. So a snowball hit him in the leg and froze his leg right off. That's going to affect his moving, I'm sure. But he is magically gifted. He's good at crafting, so we'll have him just making bricks for us. And eventually we'll get him to learn some spells. He's got an infection, so we'll just have T cure that disease. There we go. It looks like we've got some visitors. They do not appear to have anything to trade, and nor do they have any class or abilities, so useless. Useless! The kill box works pretty well. I'm actually really happy with it. It took a while, though. I've had several failed attempts at a kill box before. So as per usual, we're going to convert this prisoner into Driftwoodism, and then we will try to recruit them. They don't have too much resistance, so they might join us pretty easily. We've finished researching biofuel refining, and now we're going to research transport pods. It's really cool having a mana battery. We finished researching a stationary RTG. This is going to give us 3,000 watts of power. However, it really burns through a lot of uranium. So, I mean, unless you have a lot of spare uranium laying around, it's not really a good source of energy. KV and Slim are new lovers. Juicy's using Convert on our prisoner. You can see how much of a chunk that took down. We're having everybody clean up the mess after the raid. You don't want to leave the blood too long, because then everybody starts getting food poisoning and infections if they have cuts. We've set up a patch of fungal gravel so that we can grow mushrooms and get rid of the mood debuff. Since we are tunnelers, they naturally want to eat some fungus. We've continued to mine our way into this mountain, and we're setting up marble pillars along the way so we don't collapse the roof on our head. We're trying to make enough space to have some neural enhancers, because that's another thing that they're craving. Just like sleep accelerators, the neural enhancers will increase the amount of food you need to eat, but it does increase consciousness and manipulation, which makes all of the tasks go a lot faster. So overall, I think it's a good thing as long as you have the power to sustain it. We really don't, but I'm considering annexing this steam geyser and just putting like double or triple granite walls around it, and maybe they'll just leave it alone. We finished the research on transport pods, and now we can start researching the super pods. A shuttle has arrived to collect the person we've been watching for almost a month. This is fantastic. They can stop freeloading. Send them off. Boom. Our relations have gone up from a negative to a positive. That's good. Slim has reached level 13, added a couple of levels to Snowball. Drag has reached level 12 Technomancer and has increased defensive protocol. Drifty has reached level 13 Arcanist, and we're increasing the efficiency of Blink. T is level 11 Druid, and Cure Disease is getting some upgrades. Trono's level 8, and we're increasing Blood Shield's Blood Rush. Our leader BG has leveled up to 17, and we're maxing out Hold the Line. KV is now level 10, and we're leveling up Disabling Shot. Tony is now level 15 Paladin, and we're going to max out Heal and level up Shield. As proselytizers, we have quickly converted our new prisoner to Driftwoodism. We will now proceed to recruit him. KV has leveled up again, more Disabling Shot. We're switching our research to geothermal power. Reason being, we're setting up a neural supercharger room. Each one of these units takes 400 watts of power as a requirement. Even with all of our generators running, we are at negative 1,000 right now, and we're going to be at negative 2,000 if we were to keep all of these charging. Unless we want to continue to build more wood-fire generators, we're going to have to annex this steam geyser. I'm going to put a triple granite wall around it and keep a couple of the roof tiles off so that it can vent the heat, and hopefully it won't get destroyed immediately. That should give us 3,600 more watts of power, which should cover 8 times 4, which is 3,200. That should cover the neural supercharger room power requirement. And then we could turn off these two wood-fire generators and operate normally. That's the plan anyway. You can see right here that Need Neural Supercharge is the biggest mood debuff that we're getting. Not only that, but we have tons of food and more bodies than we can deal with. They're going to sleep less, 4 to 5 hours a day, get more done. They'll be very enhanced. We're making progress in the transhumanist area. After that, we'll look at bionics and try to get everybody some prosthetic parts. That way we can get rid of the has no prosthetic debuff as well. Turkey's gone mad, free food, hit a trap and die. It's fine. What I think I'll do is I'll keep Juicy inside the base. Juicy's the only one that couldn't really fight it off. We've just finished setting up a landing zone, so once we run power to it, we should be able to start receiving some trade ships. If you check the roofing, there's this little area where they could land perfectly. Trono's going back in the age reversal. We've reduced this down to 1.1 day. I've increased the amount of nutrition that you need to use it for the speed acceleration that I've installed with a mod. I'm designating all of these neural superchargers to be auto-use with desire. So if any of the colony members have need neural supercharge as a debuff, they'll come over here and get a neural supercharge and get rid of that debuff. I think they actually even get a buff for using it, which will be great. You can see everyone's temperature here, and you can see that Slim is out of her comfort zone because being an ice mage sets your comfort zone more towards the cold side, so she gets hotter a lot faster. More snowball power. Hey, compacted machinery, great. Gone through a ton of components, making these sleep accelerators and neural superchargers. More compacted machinery. Donkeys join? We have a pair of donkeys that just joined us. I'm gonna make a pen for them down here. They may die, but I mean, oh well. Geothermal power has been finished researching. We're gonna go back to the short-range transport things. Chunks of space crap has landed. 2 pieces. Drag's leading the donkeys to the new pen that we've created, just south of the kill box. We've also started the geothermal generator and the triple thick granite wall around it. The next thing we need to do is start making some large marble statues for all the rooms. We want to take the impressiveness of all of these rooms to over 60. I think if I can put some flooring down, clean them up, and put a single large marble statue in each of them, that might do it. I've reduced the amount of sleep that each sim should be getting due to the fact that most of them are quick sleepers and we have sleep accelerators. Tony has leveled up and we're giving him another level of Ray of Hope. BG has leveled up and we're going to increase the level of Hold the Line. Trono has leveled up and we're going to decrease the blood cost of Blood Shield. Drifty has leveled up and we're going to increase the level of Blink. T has leveled up and we're going to increase Enduring Regeneration. The power conduit line connecting to the thermal generator has finally connected to the rest of the grid. That's going to take a lot of pressure off of these wood fire generators. Energy excess again. Looks like there was a social fight in there. A bulk goods trader. Very nice. Let's let them get here. The resistance on our prisoner has been removed. We're going to start recruiting them now. I already have a bed ready for them. Hey, new recruit. Let's assign them a bed. The super pod research has been finished. Slap a few orbital relay launch modules into a traditional transport pod and voila, you've got a ship capable of return flight. It's just a first shaky step though. Let's research the skip. Juicy has also finished making several large marble sculptures, and that's going to increase the beauty of the room. 66, 71, 71. These are good. This one's still only set to 52. It's a little bit smaller due to the pillar taking up some room. Oh, it's the wall. It's the back wall. I either have to smooth the back wall or mine it and put in marble. In fact, smooth wall is more beautiful than regular wall, but it takes a lot longer to do. I think I'll smooth it though. We have some more visitors. They don't appear to have anything to trade, so not a big deal. But the bulk goods trader is arrived and we're going to go see what they have to trade. We have a lot of human leather that they're interested in. Ooh, very nice. Could use a Psychic Insanity Lance. Well, it looks like they're not going to get all of our human leather. They will get the majority of the junk items that we have laying around. I think we'll buy a bull and a cow. We need to buy stuff so that we can get our value out of the junk we're giving them. What a fantastic trade. Overall, we got a bunch of chem fuel, Nutramine, 34 components, 300 cloth, almost 300 steel, 100 unrefined magicite, a board game of steel cornet, a Psychic Insanity Lance, and we basically just cleaned our house of a bunch of garbage. Fantastic trade. Let's accept that. Very nice. That actually gave us 15 reputation. It was so much trading. Let's install this board game right there. This is the graph of our wealth. We are now reaching day 51, and our colony is worth 187,000 silver, which isn't always a good thing, since the more colony wealth you have, the stronger the raids that Randy will send at you. We are running very low on wood, and then we're going to have a power issue, so it's time to go chop some trees down. It looks like we've been raided again by the tribespeople of Kanto. There is a relationship in here. Somebody has a relationship with them. 3 groups this time. 1 from the north, 1 from the south, and 1 from the west. In total, there are 80. We are being raided by 80 tribesmen and women. It looks like they're going to wait around a little bit. They're not immediately attacking. We do have our traps in place and ready to go. I put a few more out here in the kill zone. Hopefully they don't try to dig their way through. I don't see any pickaxes. Bianca is not even holding a gun. Okay, we need to give him a gun. Plenty of guns to choose from here. Most of these guns are bio-coated, but not all of them. Trono's going to get a chain shotgun, and Baika is going to get an LMG. Baika has made a confession under the thought of dying by 80 people coming to kill us. He wanted everyone to know his real name. It wasn't Baika. It was Berkelios, the utter Berk. And Berk is able to be promoted to a wanderer. He's magically gifted, so we're going to promote him, and he has magic available. He has a mana shield, which can absorb damage taken. He can mend armor. He can also create a dirt devil to clean up the dirt. He is about to have a nervous breakdown, but I think he might be alright. The rest meters are pretty low. I'm going to undraft them for just a second and let them get food and whatnot. Fill up their bars a little bit before the storm comes. They are beginning their assault. Okay, they do have some casters. One of them is healing. There's so many of them. There's just so many. Unfortunately, I guess we forgot to repair all the walls, and they are just walking past a lot of the traps. They don't have as much armor as the other group that attacks us, so they do go down fast with these assault rifles on them. If they start to overrun, we'll throw snowballs. If they get a little close or we have a fast runner, I'll throw a bird in this guy. Nope, didn't quite even make it. This guy, get burdened. Magic missiles are going off. Bird in this guy. Okay. One set of them are fleeing. We're going to have Berkelios use a mana shield. Slim is going to toss a snowball now. He is going to cast Regenerate. Tony's going to melee this guy. Oh, he's running. He's running. He's running. Cool. Bird in this guy. Oh, it's time to do another snowball. Unfortunately, the second snowball took down the remaining traps. So, I mean, it does damage, but maybe we don't spam so many traps in here. We end up destroying them ourselves. I'm not sure what happened. There was an explosion over here. Maybe one of the mages attacked? Was he a mage? He teleport? Bladesman. Yeah, we had somebody... We had one of their mages, like, jump, flame attacks, suicide attack us. It caused a little bit of damage, but overall, it didn't really do much of anything. The other ones are fleeing as well, so they're just fleeing now. This guy is a summoner. He's a jogger, too, and he has 11 shooting, but he's wounded, and his moving is only at 68%. Our fastest mover is Slim, but she's also wounded. I think what we're going to do is have Drifty try to capture this one, because he can blink. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to have Drifty blink all the way up here. Boom. And then shoot at this guy. Don't die. Come on, don't die. Yes! Yes! Okay. 9 hours. Okay, capture. Heck yeah. All right. Look at their friends. They're not even stopping me. They're just running right past me. Who was another one? This guy. What is this guy? Psychopath Necromancer? Nah, he wouldn't do well. This guy, also a Chaos Mage. Another, I think I want to get this Chaos Mage. All right, we're going to have the rest of these guys undraft. I'm going to melee attack this guy. I'm going to burden him. Actually, let's take one shot at him. One shot. Okay, maybe one more shot. Okay, now we'll melee attack. He has some crazy shield going on. I'm going to have drag capture this guy. We'll have Juicy heal him up. He has a shield on him still. I don't know how long it's going to last. Yeah, he's a strong character. I would like to have him. We just got to hit him once more to knock him down. Let's burden him again. Shoot him. Okay, melee. No melee now. He's really strong. Come on, dude. Just go down. Go down, but don't die. Can you go down, but don't die? He went down. Oh, yes. Capture him. Fantastic. No, this guy died. Oh, what the frick? I thought I had somebody capture him. He just bled out right there. 8 hours passed, really? The whole time? Huh, that was a little sus. We almost had a summoner. I don't know. Well, we might have a Chaos Mage if I can get this guy back and bandaged. Probably only got a few hours to live. 6 hours, 12 hours. Okay, cool. Tends to him. A conduit exploded. Well, Randy tried to get us with a 1-2 punch, but it worked out in our favor because we've got more meat for the meat god. 45 corpses. We almost had 2 mages. One of them died. I guess he died before Drag got there. We're going to try to convert this person and add a Chaos Mage to our party. We already know he has a very strong shield. That's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the Magitek Defectors. We're doing all right. I'm still afraid if we get like a big infestation, we're going to get wiped out. We need to have like some kind of defensive point in the back. Like I'm purposefully leaving like this stone wall. So if they infest here, they come out through this choke point. We had a giant trade with a bulk goods trader, which was very fantastic for us. We still have a ton of stuff to sell. We can do transport pods there and back again now. So in the next episode, we're going to focus on making spaceship transport pod launchers, all that stuff, so that we can quickly get to and from places and sell our goods. Bring back some jade. We can do so much more if we have some jade and some other supplies. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join us on Discord and back us on Patreon if you are interested in supporting what we do here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.